It's the most wonderful time of the year, but for the caregiver, it's still overwhelming. And I'm here to give you some remedies so you can go through the holidays. Now that I have your attention, I want to share with you in that video 3 different remedies to go through the holidays. I just released a video in YouTube about how holidays can be super overwhelming for caregivers. And if you want to see that video, you can use the link right here. So I'm going to share with you 3 different recipes. The first one is going to be a tea to boost your digestions. The second one is a blend of spice for your digestive fire to burn the toxin in your body, and it do something else that's very interesting, and you will know in just a few minutes. And the third one, it's actually how to transform your drinking water into some magical drinking water. Hi, my name is Jean-François. I'm a registered nurse, an Ayurvedic health counselor, a yoga teacher, and a Vedic astrologer. I help caregivers of aging parents going from feeling depleted and at the end of their rope to getting grounded and steady so they can take care of the person they love the most. All right, so let's start with the first recipe. The first recipe is a tea, and it's called CCFT. And the CCFT stands for cumin, coriander, and fennel. It's very easy to make the tea. You're going to take about a liter of water that you're going to put on the stove, and you're going to put to a boil. Once the water is boiling, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of each of these spices. You're going to let it simmer for 10 minutes, and your tea will be ready to drink. That tea actually is a really good, especially if you go for some dinner somewhere and you know that you're going to overindulge. After the dinner, just sip that tea and it will help you digest the food. If one of the spices do not appeal to you, no problem. You can just either reduce the amount of spices or get rid of it completely. The second remedies I want to share with you today is actually a blend of spice called Trikatu, and Trikatu means 3 pungent. These 3 spices are black pepper, long pepper, and ginger powder. You can also buy that blend of spice directly. I will give you some link to go in the descriptions. The Trikatu powder is very effective to burn toxin in the body. So how are you going to use it? Simply, you're going to use the Trikatu powder, and I have some powder here that I mixed myself. So basically, over some food, instead of using some paper, you can use a pinch of the Trikatu powder over your food, and that will clean the digestive tract because it will burn some of the toxin that are stuck in the digestive tract. You can use that powder in just a little bit of hot water also to kind of like just gulp it like that, and that will really use as a medicine. Trikatu powder has an affinity for the lungs and the throat of the respiratory tract. And it's the season of cold and cough. So if you have a cold and cough, this is a great remedy. Just take 1 teaspoon of honey, put a 1/4 of a teaspoon of the Trikatu powder. Trikatu powder is quite hot, and you're just going to melt it together and just going to take it. That will soothe your throat. And if you have any productive cough, very mucousy, that will dry out the mucus. So that's absolutely fantastic. And the last thing that I want to share with you today is actually something magical. It's how to transform your drinking water into some magical drinking water. And how you do that? You're going to do that by cooking the water. Yep. I'm serious. This is not a joke. I'm going to ask you to cook your water. So you're going to boil the water, basically. So usually what we do in the morning here in our house is that we fill up pot of water, we put it on the stove, and then we let it boil. Once it's reached the boiling point, we let it boil for about 10-15 minutes. And then this is the water that we're going to drink during the day. Water have the quality of being cold and being heavy. So by boiling the water, we are changing this quality, and the water is going to become lighter, and it's going to be a little bit warmer and easy to digest. Yes, you heard me. Sometimes, people think that, oh, I just drink water, but actually water needs to be digested the same way when we eat food. Have you ever heard some people saying like, my God, I drink water and I think that, I'm going to go and pee the water directly. It's just because sometimes it looks like the water is going through the body, but it's not staying in the body. We don't feel hydrated. So by doing that, the water will be available to go through every channel and to go through some places where it's usually not able to go. People report that when they drink boiled water on a regular basis, they feel lighter, clearer. And it's not about just the body. They said that also their mind. It looked like, the fogginess, and the heaviness in their mind is lifted. All right. So I hope these 3 remedies will help you going through the holiday. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. All the links are in the descriptions note below. So give it a try and let me know if it works for you.